What is the worst TV show you've ever watched? Bridalplasty, where engaged women compete to win cosmetic surgery procedures in time for the big day. When a contestant was voted off, the presenter said something along the lines of, "You will still be getting married, but you won't be perfect." Makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. Early 2000s reality show called The Swan. Bunch of female, ugly ducklings get a shit ton of plastic surgery, then compete in a beauty contest. Everything about it was in really bad taste, but I still watched. I'm not proud. Finding Bigfoot, specifically the episode where they thought Bigfoot wanted a dance party, so they had a rave in the middle of the forest. Bigfoot did not attend. Does anybody remember Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire? It was like The Bachelor, but they couldn't see the guy. They were literally and unabashedly only attracted to his money. Turned after air that everyone was a con artist. America's Next Top Model. I loved it at the time, but looking back it was just a bunch of Tyra Banks bullying young girls. Queen for a Day. A few years ago I looked up the worst TV shows and this one puts everything to shame. It started in 1945 and four poor mothers go on the show to beg for money. Typically, it's a mom crying that she can't afford a wheelchair for her disabled son. The Queen gets chosen by a studio applause meter. This isn't even fake reality, like we're used to. Contestants would hyperventilate and have body language that you could tell they were not faking. The gifts were tied to the sponsors. The show has 10 million viewers in the 50s and lasted from 1945-1964. If you thought modern reality TV was bad, this is the most dystopian shit I've ever seen. Dr. Phil, terrible on every count. Exploits vulnerable people for rating. Gives terrible advice. Offers quackery as solutions, manipulates video to create a false narrative. Is the host a terrible person? It's like awfulness bingo. Toddlers and tiaras. Just why? Let's see. I raised 3 kids and anything the Disney Channel put out geared towards teens was terrible. The characters were all the same. Nerd kid, overweight kid, popular kid, snarky kid, overly hormonal kid, and adult to be the voice of reason. All of them were unwatchable. John and Kate +8. I was not surprised that marriage did not last. She was insufferable. Her famous do was the inspiration for the stereotypical Karen haircut. I Wanna Marry Harry. I think it was on ABC. They didn't have enough ratings and cancelled after 5 episodes. But the fact that these women thought they were gonna marry Prince Harry was delusional. Every single Disney tween targeted show for the last 20 years. Exec, how do we make this show funny? Other exec, how about play the laugh track after every single sentence? Exec, brilliance. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Annoying orange. Secret Life of an American Teenager Weary. Some of you have not seen Indian soap operas and it really shows. Here's a sample of their editing. True garbage, but it's almost hilarious. Edit. If anyone wants a peek into South Indian action movies, check out Savaji the Boss. Warning, epilepsy, nausea. The Chevy Chase talk show from the 90s. Now that is terrible TV. Dr. Oz promoting pseudoscience that can possibly hurt if not kill people. Riverdale. Kalu. Other than every reality show. That 80s show. Obviously a spin-off of That 70s Show, but it was hot garbage. Characters were forgettable, the one-liners were all tired and cliché. The whole show was just sad. Thankfully it was cancelled early. There was a game show called The Chamber that lasted on air all of 3 episodes. Contestants were strapped to a torture chair and subjected to extreme circumstances, like superheat with fire everywhere, super cold where they are freezing, and forced to try to answer questions for prizes and money. It was one of the weirdest ideas ever, and pretty much everyone who watched it felt kind of uncomfortable with the level of stuff they subjected these people to. The last few seasons of Pretty Little Liars. Rock of Love with Bret Michaels. I think it was 3 seasons. The storyline was breast implants, lots of alcohol and desperation. When he was hooked up to a machine to test his hardness as each girl tried to seduce him, I thought it hit a new low, but I still watched. Glee. I love that damn show, but I hate it so goddamn much. The Bachelor or Bachelorette. It's so cringeworthy. The people who go on those shows are so attractive yet so desperate for love and attention, it's a bit ironic, thinking they need to compete for someone's love. Really sad to watch. They're like puppets for producers. Rock of Love. Brett was in a relationship the whole time with his baby mama. What a sham. Life's a Trip with Bristol Palin. Rob was Rob Schneider's short-lived sitcom. I don't think it even made it a full season. I'd heard it was bad, so when I saw it on Netflix I decided to try it. Couldn't even finish the first episode. Absolute garbage. The new Powerpuff Girls is a travesty. Big Bang Theory. I don't understand the appeal. Overused tropes, unlikable characters, not funny. 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days. 90 Day Fiancé, what now? 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after. 90 Day Fiancé, the single life. 90 Day Fiancé, pillow talk. The Family Chantel, a spin-off from, you guessed it, 90 Day Fiancé. Darcy and Stacy, guess what? Another spin-off. SpongeBob spin-offs like Camp Coral and The Patrick Star Show. Riverdale, what the hell were the writers thinking? Even the cast makes fun of it. Two Broke Girls. The Heroes reboot when they tried to reboot a show that had already tanked due to bad writing with even worse writing. Dr. Phil. Every single episode makes me want to throw myself from a 10th-story window. 13 Reasons Why, here is your tape, ugh, just annoyed the hell out of me. 13 Reasons Why was fucking horrendous after Season 1. Season 8 of Game of Thrones. The Ben 10 reboot, what the fuck Cartoon Network. Two Broke Girls was so unbelievably bad. Trope Why Racism, a laugh track, unlikable characters. Anything on TLC. I miss the time when TLC meant the Learning Channel. White. Black. The show is about a white family and a black family who live together, and when they go out of the house they dress up as the other race. And this won an Emmy for Best Makeup. Yes, they won an Emmy for blackface. Edit. Oh yeah, and Ice Cube created the show. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Wizards vs. Aliens. I have found no trace of it since I saw it, but I know it's real. I swear. It has to be. Fuller House. Cop Rock. The 700 Club. The Ellen Show.